I run a YouTube channel called Atlanta Street Interviews, and I interview folks on the streets of Atlanta. I ran into Jazz and her 2 kids at a homeless resource center. And so what was it that happened 3 months ago that caused you to become homeless?
My house flooded.
It flooded?
Yeah, when we first moved into the house, it was leaking and stuff like that. On October 1st, I came home and we lost everything. Like, everything was flooded, all my electronics, all my furniture, everything. So now we
Who are you living with?
Myself, just me and my 2 children. Dad.
Same dad?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the dad?
Dead.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, a lot of people just assume I'm a single mom. He just died.
Jazz had an amazing story where part of her story talked about her childhood, and she revealed to us that her cousin, Petey, had done some things to her when she was 5 years old.
Oh yes, I did get
What age did that happen?
I got raped at 5 by
I mean, I don't mind you saying names. Did you want to call them out?
Yeah, Petey, with your fat, nasty, rolly ball, fat bitch, yes. Yeah, that's why you ain't got it. That's why you still live in your mom's house. That's why you can't get a car. Yes, I'll say his name. Petey.
After having the conversation with Jazz, I was distraught because that was a heck of a story. And me and her had a big hug afterwards because the emotions was just pouring. I was really, really feeling sorry for her. The reason why I talk about some of these sexual assaults and things that happen to young girls on my YouTube channel is because I want everybody to be aware that these things happen, and I want them to see the correlation between those things happening as a child and where they end up as an adult. What do you think their reaction is going to be when they see this video?
When they see this video, I'm like, what the? What? Like, damn, I did not know that.
In the original video, everyone was feeling so sad for her, and they her a lot of money so that she could get off the streets, have food and clothes for her children. But as what usually happens, her family reached out to me. And of course, they had a much different story. Petey, who is the cousin that was accused of doing stuff to her, was very adamant about how he did not do anything to her and that she was lying. Right, let's start there. So
the child a day of my life.
Okay, so real quick. So as far as it goes, I think she has said that
Yo, that's my
she was when she was 5 years old. So you're 10 years older than her. So that would have put you at about 15 or 16 at the time.
Yes, sir.
And she accused you of the full thing, full penetration.
I never
Which
did.
you said was full penetration.
I never did nothing to her.
Okay, so
A day of my life.
Why would she make that?
I don't know why she.
When I talked to Petey and the other family members, I was convinced that most of what they were saying felt true as well. So honestly, I'm confused.
Her grandma didn't even allow them around us anyway. In the house with them. Just don't bash my name.
They also said that she wasn't actually homeless and that she actually has an apartment right around the corner from where they live.
She went to an interview. Boom. I stayed here with the baby. She pulled up with the baby. In a U-Haul to drop her stuff off at her apartment, her new apartment. Why would you leave your 1-year-old girl with me?
Right.
If I did anything to you.
Yeah, no.
That don't make sense.
Like I say, man, I mean, that I
don't
definitely
make
take that
sense.
serious. Unfortunately, when I talked to the family members, they showed me evidence that her story wasn't adding up all the way. The father of her kid, she actually has 2 fathers, and neither one of them is dead, as she said in the original interview. She also prostitutes herself, and she didn't make mention of that in the original interview as well. I'm even more confused now because when I was contacted by the show, the story changed again. It turns out that the other family member is the one that she's saying is the one that raped her, and Petey is the one that only molested her. If Jazz is lying about little things like that, she could be lying about anything.
Like, I ain't got nothing there to say to you. Like, I never had nothing bad to say to you. But like, all I want to know, why would you incriminate my name like that?
I don't like or appreciate people coming onto my platform and not being truthful. So Jazz, you're gonna be taking a lie detector test, and I wanna believe you. But if you lied, I'm really gonna be disappointed.
Yes, I did an interview with Marcus, and yes, I did lie about my baby father being dead. But I feel like I had to do what I had to do to get to where I need to be. Marcus not in my shoes. That's the only lie that was in the video. Everything else was true. So hopefully he get his answers and today and we can get to where we need to be.
Now, your family says, though, you have an apartment.
Not true. My house flooded October 1st.
Yeah.
And I had to move out by October 31st.
And you didn't move into another apartment?
No, I've been on the streets ever since.
Since October?
Yes, I posted everything on my Instagram.
There's no shelters or anywhere you
I
can
tried.
go?
That's the main reason why I lied in the interview is nothing. I tried to do shelters. I tried friends. I asked family. Everybody treated me like a stray cat. Like, literally, they
So
gave me
you're literally
resources.
sleeping on the streets with your children?
Yes, in the tent, and I just gave the tent. But I was in the tent, but I just let the tent go. Now we're on the streets. I posted everything.
Yeah. What happened to you at 5 years old?
I got molested by Petey, my cousin, and another relative. I got raped by another relative.
Another relative,
Yes.
but Petey molested you?
Yes.
How did you end up in foster care for 12 years?
My grandma was abusing me, and she put me in foster care and never came back.
So you admit that you did tell lies in the video to Marcus?
Yeah, about my baby father being dead.
And people donated money to you?
Yes, they did, and I got us hotels and shoes and clothes with the money.
How much money did you get?
About $400.
Oh, so not a lot.
Yeah,
money.
just enough for a hotel. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah. So the only thing you lied about was the two dads?
Oh, yeah, and me having two baby dads. I have one that's in the picture and one that's not in the picture. But he don't even know that my baby exists. He don't know. I never told him or nothing. I know that he's the father, but he don't know my baby exists. Because my baby's a trick baby or whatever.
Is a what?
A trick baby. Like I was prostituted and got pregnant.
Oh.
So he don't know.
And how old are your children?
4 and 1.
4 and 1. Yeah. So you do prostitute yourself?
Yes, I do to survive since I've been homeless. Not before then. It wasn't really never
and
necessary.
I take it you don't make enough money to get a place?
To get an actual house?
Well,
no,
like an apartment or something.
No, because I have the kids on my hips. I can't work like that because the kids is with me.
What was the reaction when you saw the video that Petey made?
I was laughing because, really, you
He's
know you touched me. Yeah, you
it.
know you touched me. And just for them to say I got an apartment and I got all this and that, the rest of that was just lies.
What about Petey saying that you left your child with him?
Okay, so with that story, I left my child with another family member, and he was just so happened to be with the family member.
Did you know that Petey was there?
When I picked her up, she was with him. She was not supposed to be with him. She was supposed to be with another relative.
Right.
We was at a blood center, and Petey and my other family was together. I left my baby with my other family member.
Didn't it make you feel uncomfortable if Petey did what he did to you? Now you're leaving your baby.
Yes, it did make me feel
Petey's
uncomfortable, but the main reason me leaving my baby is so my baby can have a hotel, get a hotel food. We didn't have that when I when we had our little interaction.
Jazz,
Thank you.
Jazz, you know I support you. You know that I'm rooting for you. But I swear to God, I hope you didn't lie about what Petey did to you. Because that's a black man that you're lying on my platform. And it affects the integrity of it. And you told lies about the dads.
But you're not in my shoes. You're not homeless. Ain't nobody walking in my shoes. He's not in my shoes. No, I did not lie on Petey. Once you see the results, my family can shut the about all of this. I'm sorry. I appreciate you for giving me the platform to tell my story, but I had nothing before the interview, and I feel like if I got to do what I got to do to get to where I need to be, I'm going to do that. I tried shelters. I tried family members. I tried friends. That's why we was out there. Everybody treated us like a stray cat.
So, you know, I take it that you go around the streets of Atlanta, is it?
Correct.
And is there a certain type of people you're looking for to interview?
Yeah, so I have a YouTube platform and Facebook called Atlanta Street Interviews. I interview folks. It's very raw, it's very real, it's very vulnerable in the streets that are going through different levels of homelessness. Okay. And so we get a lot of stories on there. A lot of people tune in. My viewers tend to donate. And,
so you're helping people?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
And how long have you been doing that?
So I've been active on my platform for 2 years. Okay. I've got 165,000 on YouTube and over 500,000 on Facebook.
So what drew you to Jazz?
Man, the kids and the look in her eyes. I could just feel the energy bouncing off of her that she was kind of in a desperate place at the time. Yeah. And so I wanted to be able to give her a platform to tell her story. I don't tell anybody what to say, anything like that. It's very raw, it's very real. I allow her to tell her story. She told it very convincingly. Like I said, she made some details up that I've been doing this for 2 years, and I couldn't pick up on the fact that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
So she's very convincing.
So she tells the story, and she admits that she lied about the two fathers of her children, that they're both alive. But she does say the family member and Petey did do the things that she's alleging.
Yes, but she switched it up, right? So
she said that Petey...
No, I didn't. I told you that one molested me and one raped me. I didn't switch it up.
And I asked her to specify which was which. And I asked, wait, so are you talking about the full thing? Like, the whole thing? She said that Petey was the one that did the whole thing and that the other cousin...
Petey molested me.
But then afterwards, now it's switched.
Right, it switched, right.
How did you track down Petey?
They tracked me down. That always happens. So.
Because they saw the interview.
Yeah, so I have a fairly popular channel.
Did you feel like he was telling the truth?
Man, I tell you, I did not feel any type of lying energy coming off of him. He was very adamant, very straightforward. I didn't get anything, so I don't know what to believe.
And there was other family members with Petey telling you things?
Correct.
And what were they telling you?
Well, so, you know, she had already mentioned some of the things, right? They said that basically, you know, she prostitutes. They said that she actually does have an apartment. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to believe as far as the molestation. I'm completely confused. So I have caught people lying on my channel. It happens, you know, not so often, but when I do catch it, I confront them. Yeah. I confront them.
Well, I got to imagine, you know, you're out trying to do something. And I give my hat off to you. You're doing something that's very positive and reaching out to people at their lowest times in their life and giving them an avenue where maybe somebody will help them out and give them some financial donations. But then you can see where somebody who maybe they see you coming, they go, oh, I can get some money off doing an interview with this guy and make up an elaborate story.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? The integrity of my platform, okay, is what's up in question here.
Right.
And then also, the fact is that my platform brings a light to the things that do happen to victims when they're young.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to know that these things happen.
And that's
it takes
important what
away...
you're saying, your integrity, because if people think eventually that it's all a scam, nobody's going to be helping anybody.
Yeah, and nobody's going to tune in, nobody's going to help, nobody's going to care.
I hope you're telling the truth because of what this man is doing and trying to help the homeless. Even if you lie, if you're out on the streets with your children, you're a victim, right? I mean, you're at the lowest of low, living on the streets with two young kids. And I got to imagine, like you said, having a prostitute, which I'm not judging either. Like he said, he's not. I would do anything to feed my kids.
And that's what I did, anything. Yeah. Yep, let's get these results.
And we asked you, while under the age of 10, did Petey have you perform a sex act? You answered yes. Did you fabricate the story about your cousin Petey? You answered no. While under the age of 10, did a family member rape you? You answered yes. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Jazz told the truth. Listen, first of all, I want to say thank you, for what you do. There's people that make a difference in the world, and you're doing that. And I'm sure, hopefully, people watching this episode will drive people to your channel and support your channel and support you to help with your mission in helping the homeless. We're going to give you some money, and we're also going to try to hook you up with like social services because you need to make some changes and you need to get to a place where you don't have to prostitute yourself anymore and, you can get your kids off the street. I mean, that's what we're really hoping for here.
I gave a platform to your family because I wanted to be fair, okay? But it turns out that they were lying about some of the worst parts. And you said that you had gotten $400 from my viewers. I want to match that. So Atlanta Street Interviews, we're going to match that $400 as well.
Thank you.
On top of whatever Steven will give you, we're going to make sure that you get that, okay?
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I really hope that we can do an update to this story, whether it's 6 months or a year from now, and we want to hear that you and your children are off the street and things are much better for you, okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Very nice. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.